Okay, so Gunhild, you are walking down the stairs. You pass the Great Hall. You keep walking down. You go. Don't take the trapdoor because who needs a slide when you have stairs?
That's right. Good point.
And so you walk down, and
For fun. That's right.
you're back in that room. This time, there is the pumpkin is back there. You walk in, you see the coffins all around. You see and a spectral figure who you were just talking to. Except for this time, he's maskless. And, okay, so there's this, his mask is no longer on. The spectral figure is floating there. He's a man. He's human, what it looks like. He's got long flowing white hair, but he's got red eyes. And he's like, I'm glad you decided to join us.
It was a tough decision.
Well, let's just say that is a sample of what can be ours.
Perfect.
I could use a man of your talents, especially after young Greg here is no more.
He wasn't shit.
Well, you take what you can get sometimes. But so what I need you to do is, this might seem a little bit daunting, but I need you to absorb the pumpkin.
Absorb? How do I do that?
Well, I will cast a spell that puts that pumpkin in you.
Ooh.
Now, it's going to detonate within you.
Okay.
And it'll spring from you, and it'll be extremely painful.
But
you look like you can withstand pain.
Yeah. Way to go, buddy.
So,
I fucked up.
what's going to happen is, I want you at night, midnight tonight, on Halloween's Eve, I want you to go out in the middle of the courtyard. I'll be telling you, I'll be casting the spell, and I want you to tell me when you're ready, and I'll detonate the pumpkin, and he will return alive. As you look over at the pumpkin, it is now about 60 feet wide and 60 feet tall.
Ooh. Will this kill me?
No, it won't. It'll rip your stomach open.
Oh, okay. Perfect.
And but I can heal you.
Okay.
I will heal you.
I have a potion.
I'm a man.
Potion of minor healing.
I can keep death at bay and heal you.
Okay.
Do we have an accord?
We do.
Okay. I will give you this castle once we're all done with this, on top of your riches.
Does this count Hyundai?
No, it doesn't
Okay,
look like him.
It
Doesn't sound or look like him.
Okay.
So, do we have an agreement?
We do.
Okay. Stay calm. You're about to go to sleep.
Okay.
And just instantaneously you fall to the ground.
Okay.
You awake and you are naked. You're laying on the ground and you are covered in runic scars. But this one is like a brand that covers your whole chest, from your chest to your stomach and along. It's like a pentagram, but with the shape of a pumpkin, and it's got like a pentapumpkin. Perfect. It's a pentapumpkin gram with like vines coming out of it. It looks pretty nasty, and you're in a lot of pain, like a lot of pain. It feels like you have like 100 kidney stones. But instead of like trying to get it out of you, they're like having like a disco party in the middle of your stomach. So think of like base hunters is going on, and the kidney stones are on the base. They're just like that. That's base hunters, guys. You're welcome. And so what do you do now?
Shit.
You're starting to hear something in your voice too, like, this is dark. Why is it so tight in here? I wonder if I just, and like part of your stomach goes out like this a little bit and comes back in and goes, that didn't work. Why am I here? Why is it so sticky? Hey!
Hey, calm down for a second.
Don't tell me to calm down. I'm in a stomach.
Hey, I am your vessel, and you need to remain silent.
Well, you know what? If I'm inside of you, you know what I have access to? these. And he starts touching your nuts.
Leave us alone.
You like that, big guy? He's like, boom, 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 boom.
So he does still have them. Oh.
I wonder to give us a couple go,
Okay.
You say no homo.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right. Okay. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go find these two.
Okay. So you head back up to the Great Hall, we'll say. And as soon as you're walking by, you smell this amazing aroma. And this voice inside you goes, food, feed me now.
Okay, so I go to the dining hall first.
Okay. What are you two doing now that you've now that Squibbert is naked and that all the jewels are... Some of the jewels are hanging out, but the big jewels are in the...
out, but the small jewels are in the bag.
Yeah.
No, I know what's up.
Okay.
I know what's up.
I was trying to say the opposite, but that works.
You should go hide those jewels in your room, Squibs.
In my room? Okay. Hammocks. I go off to my room and I gently put one gem in each of the hammocks.
Do you just fly up to your room from the courtyard?
Yeah, I probably don't want to go through the castle in this state.
Probably not.
I mean, like, sorry guys, sorry, but I fly up just to up to my window.
Okay.
In the courtyard.
You fly right in. Being a sorcerer, you just unlock it and you fly right inside, and you put your jewels in your hammocks. So they are now banana hammocks.
He's doing that.
Hey.
I'm heading to the dining hall to head for Gary because that's where we last sent him.
Okay. And so you head to the dining room. You are in the dining room, and you're sitting at the same seat assigned to your hall. What do you do now that you see Gunhill just chilling there?
I'll walk up to Gunhill since I don't see Gary, obviously.
Yeah, Gary is not there. You don't see him.
Okay. So I'll walk up to Gunhill. Have you seen Gary at all, dude?
Okay, pause. Pause the recording.
Okay.
We're going to restart. Okay. What direction... I want your guys' input.
Yeah?
What direction do we want to take this?
This is up to you guys. I'm staying from
I
this.
am so conflicted.
I think you've seen Fantastic Beasts in order to find them, right?
Yeah.
We should treat you like a Constance character. The one that... Credence, thank you. Constance!
Like from Monster House.
Yep. But, no. So, have you seen Gary in here at all, or did he leave?
No, I mean, I haven't even seen him.
Alright.
Oh, well. There's still a giant bowl of potato salad, so
You're not there.
he wouldn't wait. Oh, that's right.
You're in your room.
There's still a giant bowl of potato salad in my room.
Maybe he got sick.
Well,
You're not. Hey.
well, maybe I gotta go, I'm gonna go check on a fire. I'm getting a little cold.
Okay.
We'll reconvene later. Talk about the murders.
Wink, wink,
Wink, wink.
Murders.
I'm holding you hostage. No, I'm just kidding.
A little boy
Damn
comes
it.
up.
You
So,
little bastard.
is there a fireplace in my room?
Yeah, there is.
Alright, I'm gonna go back to my room.
Okay. You go back into your room and you shut the door and lock it. And you shut the side door to the secret passage.
I'm gonna wedge something up against it too so I can't open it.
Yeah. And your hand is just glowing so hot right
Does it,
now.
like, hurt?
Yeah, all you need to do is stick your hand on the log too.
And it's just...
Yeah.
Alright, cool. I walk over to the fireplace and just hand on it.
Okay, it ignites in black flame, and you hear a deep, loud voice go, Gendrick!
Hey, Gower?
Man, it's hard getting in touch with you.
Yeah, there's a barrier up, so I didn't even think I'd be able to hear from you guys.
That's it. This is taking a lot of our powers over here to get in contact with you.
Well, what's
So,
up?
status report. How's the pumpkin nonsense going on? Did you stop it?
Well, it's a little more advanced than we thought. It's already about half mass.
Balls.
Yeah.
No, sorry. Angelina! I owe you 10 gold. You were right. He fucked up.
Hey now. Well, I have 2 more days. Alright? I have 2 more days to get this handled out. I got a ragtag team because, you sent me on a suicide mission. So, I'll report back to you once I get this handled.
Okay, I don't mean to just be a douche. I did come up with some good news.
Alright, what's the good news?
I know how to kill it.
Well, lay it on me, man.
Okay. Well, the pumpkin, while it doesn't have a body of its own, has to inhabit another living thing. If that living thing dies before the pumpkin's ritual is complete, the pumpkin will therefore be trapped.
Alright.
In a prison of the soul.
How can I tell who's the vessel?
I have no idea.
You just know I have to kill the vessel.
Well, usually the vessel has some mark of the pumpkin on him or her. Another way, if the pumpkin does manifest itself, it's going to be a lot harder because the pumpkin has multiple heads. And the pumpkin has multiple brains and hearts and power. But the pumpkin is terrified of water. As it says in ancient texts. So, I mean, we are going back a millennia.
Alright, well, it's better than nothing.
That's all I got for you. If you make it out alive, we're shooting darts at Raven's Roost in about an hour.
Alright.
Man, it's smoky over here.
Well, give me 2 hours and have me a beer waiting.
Okay, we'll see you then. Over and out.
Sorry, real quick. When's All Hallows Eve?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow, okay.
And that's when the pumpkin is...
So it comes out at midnight tonight. That's what the Spectre wants.
Okay. Alright. Well, I am going to go grab Squibbert.
Okay.
Since he's putting the jewels in his room, and I hope it doesn't take him that long to put jewels in. So I'm like, hey,
dude,
you
they're
good?
big jewels, man.
Okay, yeah, you just walk a couple doors down and you walk right in.
How'd the jewel hiding go?
Depends on which jewels we're talking about.
Alright.
No, mine are easy to hide. No, they're fine. That's fine. You don't know what they are. Do you know? Good.
They're in the hammock.
They're in the hammock.
I mean, that's kind of a bad way to hide it. Tell someone where you hid it. I mean, but alright.
I trust you.
Yeah, alright.
You know what? I chained you to a bed. You deserve this level of trust.
Thank you.
Yes. We've
Now,
grown closer as a couple.
I'm still worried about Gary.
Oh, yeah, Gary. Oh, Gary, yeah, Gary.
Was there anyone outside of the room Oh! Is anyone in that party alive that went to interrogate Gunhild? Or did...
You don't know.
You don't know anything.
You know that they were taken away, but that's it.
Alright,
You knew I was
well,
interrogated,
since
so
I
you
don't know,
anything.
I'm going to try and find the party that
Okay.
interrogated Gunhild, since I told Gary to go find
Okay.
Gunhild afterwards.
Perfect. And Squirrel, what are you doing?
I'm gonna go with...
So as you guys are walking down from the stairs, you see, and you're passing like the entrance hall, you're seeing a big group of people huddled around in the courtyard. A little behind like by the edge of the barrier. And they're just gasping, and some are like taking notes and stuff, and like are talking in loud voices like, a third murder.
Who was the second murder?
Greg. His body is now common knowledge among the party.
We killed it.
We just like dragged him out like he is part of this.
It's a game. Ooh.
The
Ooh.
blood is so real. I'm like, that's so scary.
Make some blow out.
Squibbert, you can get over a crowd a little quicker.
And so I put my sock back on.
Hopefully.
Just gonna preemptively say that. As I buzz and fly up above the crowd to sort of get a pixie's eye view.
Okay. You see Gary. He's green, mutated, and like he's kind of crooked and like flabby. Like his
Gary.
arm is
Like a
like
deflated
12.
balloon.
Yeah, exactly. Like a whoopee cushion that's not been blown up.
Oh God.
I flutter down and I said, Gary, who did this to you?
He goes,
He's dead, so he doesn't respond.
yeah, exactly. He goes, it was him, and then falls back dead.
Gunhook did it.
Just rolls back over.
And I say, and so I'm gonna do a medicine check to see if I can see how he died.
Okay.
I mean, he's green, so he might have, just been shreked. But all right, that's a
By his oniony goodness.
13. Shrek is love.
Struck his life.
Frickin' Shrek blasted to death.
So, you notice a lot of poison. That was the main cause of his death. But there's also a lot of lacerations and broken bones. But like his bones were a weird structure. They could extend and like bend in weird ways. But it looks like most of his bones have been shattered.
Okay. So he either got punched really hard and then got poisoned, or got poisoned and then got punched really, really hard. I take this information to my cohorts and I say, Gary's dead.
I'm still in down here.
Gary's dead.
What about his potato salad?
He didn't have
It was an egg salad, by the way.
No, it was potato salad. He had egg salad, then chicken salad, then potato salad for the last meal.
There was no potato salad.
He brought you potato salad and then you killed him.
Boom.
Oh, damn.
Boom. Son.
I pay attention to who dies in my friends.
I repressed that.
I'm just trying to forget about the situation.
And so I say, he didn't even have his salad with him.
That's messed up. He wouldn't have left it. This was an act of malice.
This was foul play.
Oh, God damn it.
Who could have done? Who do we know that can do such poison damage?
I mean, the only one that I've seen spew poison so far was Gunhild. But we have a castle full of people. We don't know
Good point.
anyone's abilities or whatnot or what their skills are. So we have a suspect. But he was with us and he fought with Gary, so I don't see why he'd have any qualms.
And you can't ask me questions because I'm the interrogator.
I can detective. He can ask questions. You just don't.
No, he can open rooms. The interrogator's the one who can ask questions.
The detective can ask questions too, but it doesn't
I
have a
can
lie
lie.
detector. Yeah.
Interesting. Man.
Just for the record.
And I can hold people hostage.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm the one that
Super
has
cool
the lie
power,
detector?
man. Super
Braden.
cool power.
Oh, shit.
While you guys are mulling all that over, the pumpkin is satisfied with his meal.
Good.
What next?
We need to wait for the opportune moment to set you free.
Why don't we just do it now?
Because
Diggle.
because I've been instructed by your master to wait until midnight.
I have no master.
You do.
No, I don't though.
You do.
I don't.
Yeah, you do.
Okay, right now I do. But no one controls me, I tell you that
makes us
much.
equals.
Equals?
Yep.
Ah! If we're so equal, get me out of you.
We're so equal. Shut the hell up.
You showed him.
I'm just talking to my stomach right now.
There's a couple people like, what's he doing?
Sorry, too much ale.
Too much ale.
Not nothing.
Apologize!
Sorry? Alright, well, I'm going... Now that Okay, you need to be quiet, Pumpkin. I've got stuff to do. So I'm going to go and search for my teammates.
Okay, you walk right out of the Great Hall, and you see Squibbert and Gendrick kind of pondering. They look like they're thinking really hard. Exactly. They're standing right in the entrance hall, so you're right next to them.
Okay. Alright, guys. What do we need to do to find who led this clan?
Well, first you and I have to exchange some questions. Just we gotta talk a
I
little
can
bit.
answer a question with a question.
Yeah, we
Alright,
gotta talk
go
a
for
little
it.
bit. Now, Squibber, you go find the party that interrogated him, and he and I are just gonna talk.
Aye, aye, Captain. And then I flutter off to go find the investigative group.
Angus.
Angus. Thank you. Angus.
Okay, you flutter off trying to find a little boy in a police officer costume.
I try to find the village people.
Alright. Good job.
What do you do? So what is your questions?
So you really haven't seen Gary at all?
No.
What's happened in between the time that we fought in that cellar and you were in the dining hall?
I was being interrogated, and then I was so bored with the interrogation, I actually fell asleep.
Well, we got picked up and interrogated about the same time, but you were stuck 10 minutes longer.
Yeah.
What happened in that 10 minutes?
I was being asked boring ass questions. I fell asleep in the middle of the interrogation. I woke up, and there was a head rolling.
You didn't panic and think someone did it and
Well, I thought I was next, so obviously I was panicking because I was strapped up.
Who else was in that room?
I don't know. The whole room was dark, and there was a single light above my head, and interrogation rooms, you can't see your interrogators, so the only ones I recognize are the little kid and Randy, the guy I work with.
Well, I sent Gary to come find you once he was done eating, and we haven't seen him in the dining hall, and we haven't seen him since I sent for you.
Well,
you sure you didn't bump into him at all?
He's probably still looking like he didn't know where we went in this.
He's actually a pile of goop right now.
A pile of what?
A pile of goop, man. His bones are sticking out. They're dust. Looks like someone spat a little poison on him and punched him harder than a normal man could.
Oh, dang, that's horrible.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, true, man.
That's real not good.
Give me an insight check.
It's really not good.
It's fucking hell. I just got it's a 7.
7?
Yeah.
You're not picking up on really anything.
Shoot, where?
Where is Gary?
He was. Did I realize that it was outside of Gunhood's window?
Because he bounced around like a pinball.
Alright.
Like a green Gary pinball.
Well, yeah, not accusing you,
A
just
grimball.
Yeah. But
not accusing, just narrowing down suspects. You're the only person that I've seen with poison so far.
Oh yeah,
So
I totally get it.
alright, well, thank you for your honesty.
Yeah, what were you guys up to?
You're not there, Squibby.
Good point.
We're gonna switch groups real quick while you're...
Yeah,
What
Talk.
were you and Squidward?
Squibber took you hostage. So,
yeah.
that's what happened. Squibby, you're, Squibs, you're, I'm every other character, so yeah. You're flying around like, little boy, little boy. Finally, you get up to the 5th floor after like 20 minutes of searching, just kind of going up floor by floor, and you see 2 bodies laying on the ground. One is this little boy whose neck is turned all the way around, and this other macho man who has a hole through his chest.
Randy Savage?
Yeah, Randy. He's got a hole through his chest.
Macho man Randy Savage.
And it looks like blunt force just wrecked these
destroyed
kids.
him. Okay. So I fly up and I say, well,
Gary was pretty awesome.
Gary was cool. Gary was really, really cool. And so I'm like looking around, and can I infer that this is from Gary?
Yeah,
Okay,
you recognize
I do know
this.
that.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm like, well, he went all piccolo on him, and so now there's just a hole.
And
his
then
chest.
some dude's neck went owl-like.
A little
So,
boy's neck.
yeah,
Gary
sad
was
stuff.
dark as
So
a
Gary killed those guys.
Yeah.
And so then, and they're right outside of a room, yeah.
Yeah.
So I.
Well, they're knocked like 10 feet down the hall, but it's the closest to this
Good
room.
point.
Yeah.
Valid. Okay, so I'm gonna do a listen check.
Okay.
On the door to see if there's anything that I hear. And that is a 12.
You don't hear anything.
Alright, I slowly open up the door.
You creak it open, and nothing. There, in this room, is just a table. There looks like a little bit of burnt marks on it. A window, and a small sparkly thing in the back right corner.
I walk over to the small sparkly thing.
And it's a pearl that was falling on the ground.
A pearl. I lean over to pick it up, and I cause...
It like fits in your hand.
It fits... Oh, that's a big ass.
Well, you're a pixie.
Good point. And so, can I detect any magic?
It's real. Yeah, you don't detect any magic from this.
Okay.
But you do sense resonating evil that was in here.
There was evil.
It's familiar. You sensed it twice before. One from a cellar in front of the pumpkin, and then one with your friend.
And so I'm putting two and two together to make 5.
2 to 2.
2 to 2. And is the window open?
No.
Window's not open.
Yeah, it is. It is
Gary
open.
fell through that one.
Yeah.
Hey!
You just
And okay, give me a perception check.
I don't know why you said that randomly when we're walking together.
17.
Okay, you see.
Do I see any like acid marks?
You do.
Resident poison.
You see a little bit on like the table and near the window.
Okay. All right. Well, window. Gary. Fall.
Squidward's so smart.
Turns green. Pearl. Mr. Krabs.
Gun.
I got nothing. So I say,
Better go find Kendrick.
Let's see if Kendrick can make something out of this. So I say, hey, Kendrick.
What's up,
I'm
Chris?
there.
They're with each other.
So I put my hand like this, just right next to my face, so he can't see me talking.
What's up, Scooby?
I think he did a bad thing.
I mean, he's a
Did I hear that?
Yeah, you did.
Hey.
I think he did a bad thing.
I mean, he's a torturer, so he does a bad thing every day.
Hey.
Oh, I know.
I'm right here.
Shh. Hey, I have something.
Okay, been put in my place.
I have something to show
Stay
you.
in my lane.
I have something to show you. But how do we ditch this broad? You're a woman now.
Hey, Gunhill.
Yes.
You still hungry, buddy?
No. I ate already.
I put my head up to his stomach.
Still hungry, buddy?
Hey, you don't know shit.
I say, hey, I have something to show you, and so I actually take both of you. You know what? I'm taking both of y'all
Shit.
up, and I'm grabbing both of your thumbs as I'm like fluttering in front of you, like leading you on, like up to this, and then I say, I found this. As you hear, just like a.
Is that where I think it was?
He stirs the pearl.
I boofed the pearl, man.
Oh,
and so I
man.
pull the pearl out, and I say, "Ooh, that was a big one." This, I found this here.
In your
And
ass?
look. Well, no, I found this in this room.
Okay.
And then look, acid, window open,
Alright.
pearl, gems. As I point to our suspicious pumpkin friend.
Pause for a second. While this is happening, you hear a resonating voice in your head start chanting. I'm not going to chant because I don't know what they're chanting, but they're chanting something. And you recognize the spectral figure's voice. And in mid-chant, he goes, "We're going to do this early. Get to the courtyard."
Then I say, poison, Gary fall, pearl, gems, pumpkin, salt.
Shit.
That was some serious deduction.
Oh yeah, no, that was induction, if anything. I say,
Am I missing something here?
and I say, you did it. You killed Gary.
You're
I
fired.
did not kill Gary.
I don't know what this proves, but I know that proves that you killed Gary.
I did not kill Gary.
Put them on.
What's the
No.
deal with this pearl?
Oh wait.
You can only do it once per day.
Damn it.
Oh, why you?
I cast Charm Person, boom, which is a Wisdom saving throw of 16. Need to pass a 16, dude.
And Wisdom isn't your strong suit, is it?
It is 16.
Nice.
I cast Charm Person.
I cast
Roll to seduce.
Roll to seduce. Alright,
This
well,
little pixie's up in your face.
So what's the deal? What's this pearl? Like, why?
You were the only person who's been here with gemstones.
Yeah, because this is where I found them all.
Yeah, and you're the only person that we know who uses acid attacks.
Out
And
of
a strong-
hundreds of people.
And strong enough to whip a head around. And whatever happened to the other
Oh, you
guy.
think I can punch
And I-
straight through a chest?
So here's
You
the
turn
thing.
into a lichen.
I know.
Did
I
you
know
see me
for a
punch through a
fact.
chest?
I know for a fact that those people outside those were killed by Gary. DM told me to.
He's not lying.
The
He's
God
not
told
lying.
me so.
So what?
So-
What does that have to do with me?
That means Gary was here. That means you were also here. That means that.
Yeah,
the
this
gems
is where I
that
was
you found-
interrogated.
And
That means you've seen
that-
Gary, so you lied to me.
I didn't see Gary.
How did you not see Gary when you killed him?
I didn't kill Gary. Hey,
Give me an
you
inside check.
Share what I told you with him, and that answers all your questions.
Squibby, give me an inside check. Let's see if he's telling the truth.
Ooh, baby, a triple. Insight, not at 0, but it's still 17.
17? You know he's lying. He's lying about something. He's not being honest.
Then I say, in fact,
Turn out your pockets.
I.
What's in my bucket?
And then I say, in fact, I know that there is residual evil magic here. The same evil magic.
I'm
that
not a
ties into
magic
your
user.
ring.
I just found this with the other gems.
The hell you aren't a magic user. I've seen you use magic before.
Gunheld, at this time, you feel something tugging at your insides. And
I have to poop.
give me a perception
Just
check,
shit.
Gendrick. Pressure.
Yeah.
What?
6.
A 6?
Yeah.
No, that's a natural one.
A 1?
Oh,
Yeah, you don't add anything to that.
So as soon as Gunhild walks away saying he needs to poop, a beautiful owl is chilling there, flying by. And you go, wow, what are we talking about? You dazed off for that whole confrontation about. The last thing you saw was the pearl come out of his keister.
And made up. So.
And so that's all you caught on
You're
to.
like, I have to poop.
So you are now full tail boogie running
I'm
out to the
gone.
courtyard.
Yep.
It's getting darker and darker already inside this dark barrier. It's pulsating through the grass. The grass is shimmering as you're running through. And you two notice that the castle is starting to shake a little bit. And your spectral master in your mind says, brace yourself. This is gonna hurt.
I'm ready.
In an instant, your whole insides burn and flare alive, and your skin splits open and peels back, and you shed your skin. You're in lichen form. You're stressed out to the max. And then you stopped stressed. You went back to human form, and again and again and again. You're screaming, howling. You two are just standing in the window looking down like, dude's having a seizure. And
imagine us just holding onto the windowsill, peeking over.
then you hear a blood-curdling yell coming from within his stomach, and tendrils of vines spring out of him, and Gunhild falls down unconscious, and a massive 18-foot pumpkin emerges, stands up, puts his hands up into the sky, and the barrier slowly descends.
Fuck. Why didn't you let me kill you?